Again, my name is Nikolai, and I'm going to be facilitating today's presentation. So today's topic is the mobile oilfield connecting office and field. We know that it's a hot topic, and we're going to dedicate a lot of interesting content today to show to you what we've done so far in that specific area. So today's agenda, you're going to be seeing a couple of our hosts that are part of our implementation and operations team. So these are the people that those of you who are our customers have already met and spoke with on a number of occasions. Those who are new, well, please meet Gleb, VP of Operations, and Arsen, who is a software consultant. So both of them will be covering the following topics today, including myself. We'll talk a little bit about how does RigER mobile application work, and what it's supposed to do, and what are different varieties of it. So specifically, we'll talk about an overarching mobile application, so RigER Mobile Oilfield. We'll talk about what specific functions the mobile operation supports, including the sales, dispatching, and field services. And we'll also explain in detail what is coming down the pike for the mobile application development. So that's kind of pre-shows has started, and I wanted to let you know a little bit to those of you who have not known and met us in person or spoken to us. RigER is a flagship application of RigER of BelcaSoft software company. We're out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And our mission is to support the paperless enterprise with all possible latest technologies at an affordable price. We also support the custom solutions, and integrations is also one of the core values of our product development philosophy. So the product family of RigER platform is growing, and here we present what is already available and some things that are coming very soon to our growing client base. So the bigger picture is RigER is a platform that is highly customizable and configurable, and it supports a number of different applications. And through the cloud, where we develop the main database for our customers then connect also with their information hub in the cloud, and operational information hub rather, through the suite of mobile applications. So mobile oilfield is number one, that supports the sales, the operations, and the purchases. So we're going to present a little more on what it's going to look like down the road. But as far as the main database and platform goes, so the main applications of RigER include the rental equipment distribution, so that is a specific configuration of the system. The downhole tools is also very unique, the waste management, the flowback, telecom, and rig move. So those are the main configurations of the RigER as a cloud platform. I wanted to introduce you to the first application that has been launched a couple of years ago and has undergone a number of different modifications. So that's a core one that many of our current users are using. That's called RigER Mobile Oilfield. So it's one application that supports different functions, namely the sales, the services, the oilfield services, the oilfield rentals, and it has also oilfield safety built in, which means that those users and customers of ours who have the cloud that run the operations from the office, they also have ability to use the mobile application, one app that supports different functions, and that's our current and currently available application that is run on many instances for our customers. But there's more to come as far as the mobile goes. And a few slides will just tell you where the mobile is going. But at the same time, I wanted to bring up to your attention who are these people that are using us both in the cloud and in the mobile, sometimes simultaneously, sometimes only one system, depending on their specific needs. So here on this slide, you may recognize some of you who are on the call today, or some of you who haven't been with us before. You will be able to see now who we've been working with and helping along the way to develop their operations management system. And the companies that you see on this slide vary as far as what their operations are, where they operate in, and what kind of equipment they're renting out to the companies in the oilfield services and rental businesses. So RigER generally supports a number of different applications, and this is a representative of the kinds of the companies and the equipment that we support through our both cloud and mobile system. So how does RigER Mobile works? Basically, RigER is, as a general platform, it supports everyone in the operations of any rental services or rental equipment, equipment rentals and oilfield services field. However, the core functionality of the system that is designed for the office supports primarily the dispatchers, the accountants, and the management. But the mobile enables the field technicians, that are people that are out there in the boonies, if you will, that are doing their job. They're able to now use the mobile system to communicate seamlessly with their offices without using too many channels. So the process of RigER involves several roles, and those roles can be combined and can be unique for a person, or some of them can be combined, and one person can implement several roles at once. And usually the rental and services cycle starts with the sales. So the sales is a key function at the beginning of every job, is an important one, and that's why our mobile application supports that activity and allows you to create a quote, generate an agreement that is a job, print documents from the mobile, email, or update the quotes with additional information such as photos if you need be. So the second step of the process is management. So usually management is the party in the organization that approves the job once it's been quoted or proposed to a customer. So management usually uses a desktop application and does not need to use the mobile because of the extensive sort of functionality of the cloud. That's why they're not using, we don't support the management specifically on the mobile out of the box. So the next person in the chain of the rental services process is the dispatcher. So as soon as the prices and the jobs are confirmed, the dispatcher comes into the play and assigns specific units of equipment or the services, and then issues a ticket, which there can be many different numbers of. So they issued a ticket to a field technician. So a field technician is the person who can use, if needed, both the desktop version of the system, but it can be too much and can be limited because the desktop requires the internet and constant connection, or, which is what most field technicians or field supervisors are doing, they use the mobile application. So the mobile application has benefits, which we will cover in a bit, but in a nutshell, the mobile application in the current iteration supports actively the field side, the field technicians who do the job, as well as the sales. So the next person in the chain, as soon as the job is done, is the accountant, a very important person in an organization because they need to have the precise information about the job, about the prices, about the clients, and having all information about the job in one system allows the accountant to issue invoices and collect the revenue as soon as possible. So that concludes a quick overview of the rental cycle and where the mobile currently fits. On the document and the workflow and the job flow side of the things, you can see that the mobile, so the objects that are in the red box, you can see, so that are the functions and the documents that are supported in the mobile. So you can create a quote, you can create an agreement, you can create a delivery ticket, and all the information is retained in the system and in the database and communicated between different roles that you can see. But you cannot do an invoice on the mobile device. There is a reason why we have limited that functionality for the mobile. Specifically, it is because of the complexity of many invoices. And usually the invoicing job is within the arms and within the reach of the accountant, who usually work out of the office. That's another reason why the mobile application is in our current iteration is not supporting the function of generating the invoice. Now, the platform, RigER is the platform, and the mobile with its mobile. So, as a platform, RigER supports multiple ways to interact with information and with its database. And here we just presented so that you could see that all the key database is stored in the cloud. It's secured with access only to you and with full control only by your team and your administrator. However, you can access and work with the system through a thin client on the desktop or through the web application. And the mobile client or the mobile application allows you to interact with information and communicate it in both an online and offline mode. So you can see there is online and an offline type of communication that is supported with RigER. And you can use any device that you need to conduct your activities. So from computer to tablet to phone. Now, on that note, I wanted to pass the microphone to Gleb, who is going to talk a little bit more in depth about the mobile application. for the current RigER mobile oilfield application.
Thank you, Nikolai. And hello, everyone. I'm glad to hear you and to see you actually here on our webinar. Let me just quickly explain and show how the RigER application can be accessed and can be installed on your devices, because all of the users that use RigER utilize the mobile app, and for those who is not, we're just gonna cover this in a few minutes. So the RigER mobile application can be found on the App Store, which is Apple, and Google Play Store. So you can search by RigER mobile oilfield in the search string, and you'll access and find this application in the stores, or you can go to the RigER.us website, our new website, and find these buttons at the bottom of the homepage, and you will access RigER application right away. So now when you reach the application store, you can find it and download to your mobile app. And then once you open the application on your device, you'll be prompted with two options: production mode and demo mode. So on the demo mode, you will have an option to play with a dummy database just for the demo purposes. But if you'd like to go with a live database, you go to the production, you select the production mode, tap continue, and then you'll be prompted to enter your username, password, and PIN number of your database, which will be provided by your administrator or by our support team. Now, once this information is entered, you just need to sync your mobile application with the cloud database. And for the first time, the synchronization may take from 1 to 10 minutes, depending on the size of your database, existing database, and depending on the current network connection and bandwidth of your connection. But in any case, if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to reach us at our phone numbers, or just send an email to support team. So when the synchronization is done, you can see the home page, and with the latest updated database, time and date. And you'll be seeing the number of documents that have been uploaded to your mobile application. So the idea of the mobile application is to keep the portion of the database from the cloud storage from the server on your physical memory of your device. It allows the user to work with the information of the database in the offline mode, so you can generate different documents, perform different actions, even without the connection to the internet. And that will again allow you to perform your actions in the field, or you can synchronize your database right away after you do some actions in the app. So again, you can browse through the main menu and find the lists of different documents or different catalogs of information from your database, like clients, locations, contact person, available equipment, etc. So RigER mobile application is designed for the following roles, like salesperson or just a field guy. It can be a combination of both roles, or just one of them. Also, manager can access the application and see all the rental service agreement generated by the company salespersons, because the salesperson will see only his rental agreements generated, and will not access another documents generated by other salesperson. The dispatcher also has an access to mobile application, and he can generate delivery tickets, field tickets, change the statuses, and assign equipment or services to the jobs. And again, the last role is a field technician, who is able to search his field tickets or delivery tickets, and again, put the unit numbers, if necessary, in the tickets, put any necessary comments to the job, and collect signatures from the client. So on the delivery tickets list, you'll see a number of documents with a different colorful with the different colors, because colors represent the status of the documents. If the status is open, the color will be probably pink. If it's approved or ready to invoice, it will be different shades of green. And also, if you'll go to the particular delivery ticket, you'll see different tabs, which have different kind of information. You can select different options in every field and scroll through these variables. In the delivery ticket, we have different tabs, as already said, with equipment, with services. We can track time of hours at the location or at the job. We can add new equipment or services, and we can check prices. Depending on the role of user in the mobile app, he will or will not see the prices because we have an option to hide the prices from the field technicians and to show it only maybe to the salesperson as soon as they need to communicate the prices to the client and negotiate this, and maybe to change it a little bit in the field. Okay, on the time tab, we have a job time, location time, and total hours. And we can actually, upon the return of the equipment, we can also set the condition of the units. It's pretty much the same process as we do it on the desktop. And if the condition is set to need repair for some kind of equipment, the repair ticket will be generated accordingly. So as you can see, pretty much the same operations as we have in the desktop, we can perform in the mobile app. But the main benefits of the mobile app is that we can collect another additional information, like some kind of photos of the documents or photo of the equipment, and we can attach to a particular document on the mobile app. So that will be some kind of confirmation of the approval of the quote, for example, or just keeping the details about the condition of the unit at the location once we do the service call, for example, where we just visit the location and we just maintain our equipment. So everything can be attached, and also any other external documents like PDF files can be attached to the document as well on the mobile app. Once the job is done and the ticket is filled in, we can finish this and send this ticket by email to our client or to our managers, whoever needs to get this information. So the application, RigER application, connects to the default client on your mobile application. So if you're using iOS devices, it will be connected to your default, say, a mail client, or you can set it as a Outlook application, for example. And once the ticket has been completed, we have to, or field technician has to synchronize the database with the cloud storage, because again, as I said, we can perform some kind of actions in the offline mode, but in order to get this information in the cloud and on other desktops, and we need to synchronize the database. So it's pretty easy. We just tap Start button and Synchronize button to synchronize the application. Now let's go further, and we're going to show you the simple scenario of the whole job. We will start with the mobile oilfield sales, and Arsen will present it in a second.
Thank you, Gleb. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad to see you here. And I'd like to talk about the salesperson and the field technician's role. And those are the roles that extensively use the mobile application. And first, let's discuss the sales role. The salesperson has the ability, again, the RigER system itself has some limitations, but besides the limitations, you are capable of setting permissions and to set the levels of access for every kind of user, be it the salesperson, the manager, the field technician, etc. So in our case, we'll take this scenario and imagine that the salesperson has those access permissions. Let's say he can change the rental agreement statuses, he can change the, excuse me, the units availability list, the price lists. He can add a rental agreement, create a rental agreement. He can add new clients to the agreement, add additional data as location, contact information, the rig, the well information, add new items to the rental agreement, add services, attach additional files to the rental agreement. Furthermore, he can even print the rental agreement itself and have it scanned and signed and scanned by the client and email it to the representative of the company. When you go to the document menu inside the rental service agreement, we also have the option to copy the rental service agreement itself. This is a way to simplify the work for the salesperson because it will allow the sales guy to have the similar rental service agreement copied and added just the needed fields, like maybe it would be a different client name, or it would be a different location name for the same client, or just dates of the rental agreement. He can also attach a photo or any kind of file to the agreement and also have it digitally signed by the client. Okay, so in this scenario, let's assume a new sales job by the sales person. He is on the field. He determines the requirements of the client. He negotiates the price, and he creates the rental agreement and sends the rental agreement to the manager for approval. All right, this is how it goes. So he creates the rental agreement. He sets the date of the document. He selects the client. Then he selects the location of the job. As you can see, we have several information fields concerning the job, concerning the rental service agreement. We have to set the start date of the rental period. We have also additional fields like department, client, PO, AFE number, job number that we can set. And all this information is available in cloud and in the mobile application as well. So the next steps for our salesperson would be to go to the rental units tab to select the rental units that are supposed to be on this job. So we select the units from the whole list of our rental units. Let's say select the light tower LED. Okay, and we just tap on the name itself. We add the quantity, edit the quantity. Then we go to the service tab and edit the quantity of the services as well. And you can see that the services are tied to that unit, so we have them preset on the tab itself. And afterwards, we can print the rental agreement itself, have it signed by our customer, scan it, and just take a photo of it and send it to our managers in the cloud for the approval. Or we can even email it, save it as PDF instead of printing it, and email it for to a person whom we need to. So after the salesperson does all these actions, remember that we have a database that needs to be synchronized with the server. And he has to go to the main menu, click Start, and click on the Synchronization logo to have the updates present in the cloud. And when he synchronizes the database itself, we have the option to have the email notification automatically sent to the manager, so he can open his database and see the new rental service agreement inside and approve or not approve it.
Okay, let's assume that I'm, as a manager, receives this notification and I go to my desktop application of RigER and open the rental service agreement newly generated. And I can actually sort it out by open status. And I see that the new rental service agreement has arrived as for this 5-star service company. And I have a indication of that it has been generated on mobile app. So I just need to check the quantities, the prices, and if everything okay, I check the dates. And I just need to approve this document to be ready to dispatch the equipment. So it disappears from our list, sorted out by open status, and it's synchronized again with the cloud server. So that's pretty much it on this side. So we can go with the first delivery tickets. Let's stop just for a second for the Q&A session. If you have any questions, we're opening the floor for those, and we are very welcome you to ask us.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. I just got a little distracted. My apologies. I got a question, so I just had to roll my eyes a little bit on the other side. So indeed, thank you again, everyone. And we want, this is a midway Q&A, so we're not nearly done at all. So we're only beginning. So what we're gonna be talking about is a couple of questions. So I have another question from John. And the question is also related to the mobile, and it reads the following: is there a limit as to the space or the document number that can be held on mobile device? Or maybe there's any other reasons or other limits, I guess, on mobile.
Actually, the limit is only, the number of documents is limited only by memory space that you have on your mobile device. So for some clients, we saw the situation when the database is really big, containing the thousands of documents. It might be quite difficult to upload all this information to your mobile device, and moreover, it will take some kind of, I don't know, maybe a couple of minutes or 10 minutes to upload all the information. That's why we usually suggest to the clients to separate roles of the users who use mobile devices. So if the field tech is using mobile device, so we usually suggest to assign only field technician role to this user, because he will receive and update only his tickets assigned to him, but not all the tickets generated in the system. But again, generally speaking, it's limited only by your physical memory of your device.
Okay, thank you, Gleb. So here's another one from John. I think it's related to this topic. So now that, is it possible to collect client's digital signature inside the mobile application? I don't think we showed it today, but here you go.
All right. It certainly is possible to collect the digital signature in the mobile application. There are several fields that you can do that. You just need to collect the signature on the iPad or the tablet or the phone itself running the application. Then you just need to synchronize it with the main server to have it available in the cloud.
So it is possible, that is. Okay, good. One more question. How do you respond when your client requires engineer stamp on the field ticket?
Again, you have the ability to just print out the ticket or the rental agreement or whatever document that you have access to in your mobile application. You can print it out, you can have it stamped, then you can again have it just scanned and emailed, saved, or synchronized with the cloud, and it will become available for the other persons that you intend to send it to.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Again, just to clarify that to John, is that you can actually collect the signature because people can, scribble the signature on the mobile device. But as far as the stamp goes, you would need to have a printed copy with you. Then you can have it stamped and then scan it and upload it right to your mobile application.
All right. Let's go ahead and cover the rest of this cycle that we have shown previously. So we come to the point when dispatcher receives the notification again about the approved rental service agreement. And it means that he is ready to generate a job ticket, or in our case, we call it delivery ticket or field ticket, which will contain information about the rental equipment that should be picked up by field tech and dispatched to the client side. So dispatcher is able to generate those tickets on his desktop, as well as on the mobile application. So to continue this scenario, we'll show you how to generate a delivery ticket and add unit numbers or quantity to the services in the mobile application. As a dispatcher, I can go to my list of rental service agreements, and I see that my agreement has been approved. Now I can open it up and generate a first delivery ticket. So I click on generate delivery ticket, and my delivery ticket has all the information about the equipment from RSA, and also I can pick up the unit numbers on here, but I will not do it right now because it's a usual case when dispatcher doesn't know what the equipment should be picked up actually on the site, on the warehouse. So we can leave it for field tech. We just check these services, and that's pretty much it. I check the date of the delivery, maybe change it to the next date, check the location, and I save this document. I don't post it, I just save it for my field tech, which is Michael in this case. And Michael will receive this delivery ticket saved in the system to his mobile application.
All right. So before continuing, let me just add a little bit more about the field technician role. As I have stated, and Gleb has stated on several occasions, the RigER system allows you to set limitations and grant several access levels to any roles. So let's assume in this case our field technician has these access levels, so he can just see his documents that are assigned to him by default. That's the case. He can create a new delivery ticket. He can call and email the contact person available in the rental service agreement right from within the application itself by just clicking on the phone and the email icons. He can also attach any kind of files to the delivery ticket, be it photos or be it some other documents. He can also do several other things that you can see on your screen. So let me just go ahead and talk about from the field technician's perspective how I do and what I do when I receive my ticket. First of all, I have to synchronize the database to have the changes persistent in my case. Then I can see all the information in the rental service agreement, and I just need to check it out and see if everything is correct. I can also go ahead and call the contacting the ticket as I've just stated and email and document to the contact in the rental service agreement. Then I can go to the equipment tab and I will have to select the unit numbers that are right in front of me because the dispatch didn't know it, and I can see the unit numbers itself. So I can go ahead and add the second one, choose the correct unit number for the second one. Oops, that was not the one. Okay. And check the services itself after the equipment, align the quantities, align the price if I have access to seeing the prices. I just click on done, go back to my rental service agreement or my ticket in this case, change the status to signed. And this is basically it. All I have to do now is just to synchronize my application with the cloud, and my managers would be able to see every changes in their systems.
Okay, thank you, Arsen. And that's pretty much the end of this cycle when we dispatch the equipment using the mobile application as well. So you see that information is seamlessly flowing between desktop application of RigER and mobile application. So the only thing that we have to remember as a field guys is to synchronize our mobile application with the cloud database because information that has been entered on mobile app, as we already stated, should appear on the cloud server. Also, we are going to cover some kind of special features that we have in mobile application. It could be available upon your request. So some companies use these features, some companies not. So we can hide or show these features in the mobile application.
Okay, thank you, Gleb. The safety features that I would like to present to you today are, let's say it would be the vehicle inspection safety feature. You have the option to generate documents and have checklists, and upon those checklists and documents performed several different kind of tests and inspections of the vehicle that you are using, and just have it have that information available in the system. You can also have job safety analysis. You can have hot work permits. You can have near miss reports and several other safety documents in the system. In fact, safety, as you can imagine, is a really high priority for many big companies, and some of our bigger clients have requested us to have a safety standalone safety application, mobile application by itself. So on the roadmap, we have a safety mobile application coming out. The next feature I would like to talk about would be the disposal tickets. Disposal tickets are a type of delivery tickets, as you can see, and they will allow you to arrange your disposal operations, whether you have it or just do a swap on the job whenever you have the need to do a quick change of the equipment within the same delivery ticket. So you can just use the disposal ticket, and that will allow you to do the swap or dispose any kind of equipment. For that purpose, all you have to do is just to select the disposal type within your delivery ticket system, and there will be everything that you need to correct. So on this note, let me just pass the microphone to Gleb, and he will tell you about our future developments.
Thank you, Arsen. Yeah, just a few words about future development of RigER applications. And as we already said, currently we have just one full application, which is mobile Oilfield, which contains all the functionality that we have discussed today. But as we already said, coming this May 2019, we are going to have 3 separate applications for purchases, sales, and operations activities. It will be standalone applications available in the App Store and Google Play as well. So that will allow us to separate the functions of different people in the company, and a little bit to download our main application from different documents. So for example, in the purchases application, you'll have only purchase requests from your field guys. So they will fill in the mobile app their purchase requests, and it will flow to the purchase manager. So the purchase manager can approve these requests on his desktop, put any other additional details to these documents, and to approve the document, and the notification about the approval will be sent back to the field guy who requests the purchase, and yeah, they'll be able to do the purchase itself. The same is for sales. Sales role will have only rental service agreement available in his mobile app, so we'll limit the functionality in this application with sales instruments only and sales tools. So sales guys will not be distracted with field tickets, delivery tickets, and the application itself will be lighter. So it will give an ability to work with the application faster and upload information much faster. The same as for operations. So operations will be a little bit heavier application because it will have field tickets, delivery tickets, and maybe we will add the repair tickets as well as part of the maintenance cycle, but we are still considering this. But again, those applications are in the testing mode right now, and it just under the review in the Google Play Store and Apple Store. So we are expecting that it will be available in this May. And also, as we already said, on our 2019 roadmap for the applications, we have a safety and inspections, separate applications. But again, we're researching these areas because safety is a highly customizable thing and documents in different companies. So different companies treat these differently, and we're just trying to build a universal tool for the whole client portfolio. But again, we are expecting these applications available in the in the second half of 2018.
Okay, we've come to the point where we are ready to run this quick summary and then dive into a couple more minutes to answer some of the questions that came in throughout the second part of the presentation. Again, what we did talk today about is specifically mobile application and RigER. And we do, as we mentioned to you, that since our mission is to support the paperless enterprise, we do realize that everybody's got a mobile application, mobile device in their pocket or on their hands if it's an app, if it's a tablet device, so it doesn't fit the pocket. But still, everybody's mobile these days. So we understand the importance, and we're working hard to make sure that we enable all the different roles on the mobile devices in the oilfield rentals and services, and you will be the first ones to see how that pans out in a couple of months. As Gleb said, we've developed the apps. They are now being gone through the process of the approval at the Apple and the Google Play stores. We did talk about the major applications that we still have and we will be having, that RigER Mobile Oilfield that encompasses different roles. That application probably is more applicable for a smaller group of people working at a company, but highly specialized companies require different apps. Hence, we have now purchases and operations and the sales as a separate applications. All of them will be intercompatible, so there's not going to be any issue whatsoever because they're all customizable and are designed and configured for a specific mobile cloud application for every client. So you know that we're working hard, and more to come in the mobile in the coming months. So we will notify all of you who are on these calls as well as in the pool of our existing customers at the same time. So we would like to thank everyone for joining us. And again, as I mentioned and promised, snippets of this presentation will be available on our YouTube channel, so you will get the notification when they become available. Stay tuned for other webinars coming up. Beginning the next week, we will be having them, I think, weekly. So more on the integrations and other aspects of RigER, both for the cloud and the mobile, are coming in the coming weeks. Okay, so thank you very much, and have a great the rest of the day.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thanks. Bye.